Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to take a look at using a dictionary in place of a list. So, in our previous video where we wrote to a CSV file, we were using this list right here. Now we're going to use something similar, but we're going to replace this with a dictionary. And you'll see that the code is almost identical. So, if you're comfortable working with lists, you should be very comfortable working with dictionaries. And quick update on how what I've done in the past here. I recommend watching that video if you haven't seen it already. But this should be a good standalone video if you want to see how to kind of modify your code to use a list in place and use a dictionary in place of a list. So what we have here are just National Weather Service station codes. These are how you can use their API. We're going to reuse these station codes, but we're going to bring in the associated city name with them. So that's what we've done in our dictionary here. This is what we're going to use now. This is going to be our new dictionary. And on the left-hand side, we have our key value, so matching the old station codes up here. But on the right-hand side, we have the value of what's going to be coming out of the dictionary when you put in this key. So now we have both the city and the station code linked together with this dictionary. So this list is going to go away, and we're going to use this dictionary to add another column to our CSV file. Right now we have station, we have some random data going in the next two columns, but now we're going to include the city column. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to delete this list variable. We're no longer going to use that. And instead, we're going to use California station codes. And the basic outline of my module here, we have just one simple function, write to CSV, and then we have a main function here. So let's update our main function to work with our dictionary. So the first thing we want to do is update, well, what our old list was doing here. So this line of code is going to go away. We're going to pull the station data differently now. We're going to add the city to it. So we're going to return two values here. We're going to get station code and city. We're still going to use this random choice, but now we're going to use our dictionary. And then we're going to use the items method on that dictionary. And you can see we're getting an error here because it's not yet a list that's going to return two values. But if we convert this to a list, then we get the return type that exactly we are expecting. We're going to get both the station and the city when we run this code, just a random one from this combination here. And then the final two updates that we need to make, we need to add our city to our CSV header, and we also need to tell our write to CSV here that we've added a new column called city. I'm not going to go into the details of this. We kind of already discussed this, but this is just our function that writes to a CSV file. So beyond that, I wouldn't worry too much about that, but this is all that's needed to convert. This is how we use a dictionary in place of a list. This is really the end all that you need here. You can pull both values out of it together and put it in a CSV file, but you'll see that this is useful if you ever need to start looking up values individually. You can always pull that city value out with just the station code. So let's run this program real quick with a debugger and just take a quick peek at how it's working. So we're starting our for loop here, and we're going to pull a random value. We get station and city. Let's jump out of that and do step over. So we get station and city. We can see we're pulling both values out of our 44 item list of our station code. So that's all that's needed to start using a dictionary in place of a list. There's other methods you could use. You don't need to use the .items method. You could use key.keys to just get everything in the key value column, or you could use dot values instead of dot keys. You could use dot values. There's a lot of different methods that I go over in another video to pull data out of a list if you'd like to see. But that's all we're going to cover in this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.